Michael Myers is here in this town.
Welcome back to the Legacy of Halloween, your one-stop shop for all things Haddonfield and Michael Myers. Please like the video, subscribe, slash that bell to join the Cult of Thorn. Which previous Halloween on-screen talent do you want to see involved in a new Halloween series? Is it A, Josh Hartnett, B, Danielle Harris, C, Busta Rhymes, or D, Tom Atkins? Please comment down below and share your thoughts there. Halloween 2023 is quickly approaching. The wind is blowing, the leaves are flying, and it's starting to feel just a little bit like Halloween out there. And now, to add to my personal favorite time of the year, we finally have an official announcement from Trancas with what's going on with the Halloween franchise. Despite a parade of rumors last week that had indicated A24 may have gone all in on the Halloween franchise in order to obtain both TV and movie rights, a report from Deadline would pour cold milk on that theory, as the outlet reported Miramax had landed the TV rights to the Halloween franchise in a wide-ranging deal with Trancas International. The deal includes a first-look agreement on other TV projects for the international marketplace. Deadline would go on to state the new Halloween series is envisioned to potentially launch a cinematic universe spanning TV and film. Miramax's head of global TV, Mark Hellwig, will oversee the franchise alongside Malek Akkad. There is absolutely some vital information in Deadline's initial report. Let's dive into it and what it all means and what we can expect next from our beloved Halloween franchise. First off, industry insider Jeff Snyder, who co-hosts The Hot Mic with John Roca, put out there that Miramax may not have had the highest bid for the Halloween rights, but because they already co-own the movie rights with Trancas, they had an in that other studios simply did not. Snyder couldn't confirm that was the case, but he believed Trancas stuck with Miramax on the TV side of things to allow for an easier transition over to a film. Snyder wasn't aware of any creative plans other than the process had been happening for some time, as we reported on this channel earlier and as David Gordon Green had alluded to last year during the promotion of Halloween Ends. I think what Jeff brings up makes a lot of sense. This franchise far too often has been stuck in development hell, a lot of the times with the various rights holders of the franchise. It's led to a plethora of legal issues in the past and people literally being bought out of their interest in the franchise. Halloween 4, 5, 6, H2O, and Resurrection all went through battles in development hell while trying to bring their next picture to the big screen. There's well over a dozen other instances where projects didn't get made because of development issues. Carter and the Akkads have been on different sides in the past multiple times, as have the Akkads and the Weinsteins, and that's just a couple of examples. So needless to say, however you want to look at it, it's probably a good thing that the TV rights landed with Miramax to at least attempt to avoid a behind-the-scenes issue, or circus for that matter, when it comes to a developing Halloween project. I've seen a lot of people pull from that Deadline article that Mark Hellwig will be the showrunner or creative lead on the new Halloween franchise. And while that could be the case, I don't believe it is. I believe Hellwig and Akkad will ultimately have the final say on all creative decisions. Mark Hellwig is not to the Halloween series what Brian Fuller is to Crystal Lake, for example, over at Peacock and A24. There will likely be a showrunner put in place, and probably very soon. I suspect they already have a short list of who they want. They may already have their guy or gal in place. Hellwig doesn't exactly have a glowing track record as an executive producer either, with projects like Project Greenlight, Gray Matter, Lost in Space, and Hellboy under his belt. That alone makes me believe there will be a lot more creative forces put in place with this project moving forward. It will be interesting to see who they get to run this project. My dream pick, of course, would be Mike Flanagan, but that's simply not going to happen unless there's a deal with Prime that's struck. The ongoing SAG strike prohibits any announcements on talent who could be attached to the project on screen. The truth is the project is probably further along than people think, but probably not far enough along for most people's appetites. It wasn't long ago people thought We and others in our space were crazy for putting it out there that something big was coming for the Halloween franchise. Most thought it was too soon, and frankly, they probably were right. But in today's market of TV and film rights, you strike while it's hot. I, for one, would be pretty surprised if there wasn't a Halloween TV series airing on our screens by Halloween 2025, which is nuts. We could just be 2 short years away from seeing the next Halloween project. On the comments made about a Halloween cinematic universe, I'm still just as puzzled now as when they first announced it, and I'm a little more than just lost. I don't think it's going to be as complicated as some people make it out to be, but either way, it's incredibly ambitious, and they might be biting off more than they can chew. I know there are a lot of people out there pulling for something completely new because they think Michael has run his course. I also know there's people out there that would love to see something Season of the Witch related. Frankly, I would be down with that too. However, if you're paying big money to use franchise rights, if you will, in this case the TV rights, you probably want to use the most valuable asset that has to do with those rights, and that is Michael Myers. In our next video, I'll discuss which way I prefer them to go with a Michael Myers story on the small screen. Stay tuned for that a little later this week. The question is, though, what do you want out of a Halloween TV series? Please comment down below, share your thoughts there. Please remember to like, subscribe, and slash that notification bell before the boogeyman comes to get you. That's all for this video. Until next time, sleep well, enjoy the beautiful fall weather, and until we see you again on the Legacy of Halloween.